Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of 50 State Sports Update. I'm your host, Carl Moglai. Just to explain the premise of this show is going to be on every couple of days, and we are going to talk about every single state in the country and talking about sports in each one of them, the major teams, the major college teams, all about that state and the sports that are in there. And when we get through one set, we're going to go back to the top, so always keep listening. Basically, the states will go in alphabetical order. That means today is Alabama, and our next show will be Alaska, all the way down until we get to the state of Wyoming. We will be talking about pro sports, minor league sports, college sports, any type of major sports teams there. We're going to talk about minor league sports when that's a major team. This is going to cover every single team, basically every major team in these states, talking about everywhere in the country, every single region. Alright, today we're going to talk about the 4 minor league baseball teams in the state of Alabama, and we're going to talk also about the 2 power conference colleges in the state of Alabama, and going down, and we'll have one more team after that. Alright, starting out on our minor league baseball set, we're going to start with the Birmingham Barons. Of course, in Birmingham, Alabama, they are the AA baseball affiliate of the Chicago White Sox. They are the White Sox are the 8th team to be an affiliate, and they have been the affiliate since '86. The Birmingham Barons have been in Birmingham a very, very long time, and they play in the Southern League Northern Division. They have won the Southern League in 83, 87, 93, and 2002. And this year, so far, they are 19-13, a half game behind the Tennessee Smokies in the Northern Division, having a really good season, and they look to be at least in the playoffs. Through the first half, they were in first place, and of course, this is where many of the top White Sox prospects are currently playing, so White Sox fans look for this team to have many of the players, and as you can see, this team is doing very good, so it looks like the White Sox might just have a good future ahead of them as well. Alright, now we're moving on to the Huntsville Stars, another AA team. This is the Milwaukee affiliate, and Milwaukee is the second team since 1999 to be this affiliate. 1999 was the year. 85 was the year they came to Huntsville. 99 the year that Milwaukee became the affiliate. The league title was won by them in 85, 94, and 2001. They are currently 14-7, so not having a great season, and 5 games behind the Tennessee Smokies, also in the North Division. Alright, now we're going on to the Mobile Bay Bears. They are AA team, also in the Southern League, not surprisingly, and they are the Arizona Diamondbacks affiliate. They have been that way since 2007, and this is the 4th affiliate of the Mobile Bears. They won the league title in 98. They were co-champions in 2004, and they won the last 2 years, 2011 and 2012. They are tied with Jacksonville in the South Division currently for the best record there. And then we go to the team that is on the other side of the South Division, the Montgomery Biscuits. They are the Tampa Bay Rays affiliate, and they have been that way since 99, and that was when the Biscuits were still the Orlando Rays. They won the league titles in 06 and 07, but since then, they're currently in last place in this division, and it looks like Montgomery is not going to have a good season whatsoever, and so for Rays fans, this is supposed to be some of your best up-and-coming prospects. It does not look good for them. Alright, that covers the pro side of them, if you can call that pro, those minor league baseball teams. And now we are going to move on to the college side of sports. Alright, we have the Alabama Crimson Tide from the University of Alabama, obviously out in Tuscaloosa. They have 21 varsity sports teams there, wide range of them as well as a wide range of club team. Alright, They have 24 national titles. 16 of them are on the men's side and 8 women's. Of course, 15 of those men's titles, 15 of 16, are in football. Football is Alabama's main sport for this school and something they are very proud of, winning 3 of the last 4 national championships, and of course the last 2 currently being led by Nick Saban. Alabama looks to be the top team once again this year, a pick by many to be the top team in the SEC, and look to win another national championship, maybe taking a 3rd championship in a row, adding to that title. Alright, the other men's title, that was a title in golf, in men's golf, and that was won this season. Until this year, only football had won a national title for men's at the University of Alabama. Alright, moving on to the women's side. Of course, most of these championships are won in one sport, and that's 6 of these championships in women's gymnastics. They have been absolutely outstanding, 6 of the 8 titles. Alright, then you go down to softball. 1 title there, and that was not this year, but the year before that. This year, of course, Oklahoma taking it, but before that, Alabama becoming the first SEC team to win the Women's College World Series. Alright, then you go on to women's golf, where they won a national title previously as well, and many of these titles, other than in football and women's gymnastics, have been won in the last 2 or 3 years. Recent titles for almost all these teams, so it is a new kind of place for Alabama not just be good in those things. Other than that, in men's basketball, they were in the 04 Elite 8, and they have 6 SEC championships. 4 of those were from 87 to 91 in that 5-year span. So a good set there, but other than that, they have had struggles. They were actually ranked number 1 in the nation for a small period in 03, but they just have not been the strongest team in basketball. It's just not their key thing. And then in women's basketball as well, they have not been extraordinarily successful, except for 1 year in 1994, where they made it to the Final 4 of the women's national tournament. Alright, now we go on to the other powerhouse team. Of course, I should mention that there are many colleges that compete in Division I sports in Alabama, but most of those teams are in lower conferences, such as the University of Alabama, Birmingham, and other schools like that. So those are not schools I'm personally talking about on this episode, talking about the ones that really matter to this state. Going on to Auburn. Auburn has 19 varsity sports, and to match that, they have 19 national championships. 13 of those national championships have been won in swimming and diving, 8 of them in men's, 5 in women's. They are an absolutely dominating team. The men's team has won 14 of the last 15 SEC champions, and they have sent multiple swimmers to the Olympics. This is an absolute dynasty for Auburn in the sports of swimming and diving. They are absolutely unstoppable in those events. They also have 3 national championships in equestrian. I should mention that equestrian is not NCAA recognized as a sport, but they have won those national championships, and they do compete against other SEC schools, including teams like Georgia and South Carolina. Alright, they also have 2 national championships in football, the most recent in 2010 when they won with I wouldn't call it a walk-off, but they won it with a final field goal kick in that national championship game against the Oregon Ducks. Of course, that being highlighted by I wouldn't call it controversial, but a very interesting play with Michael Dyer and him flipping over the Oregon tackler, and that really propelling Auburn to that national championship, led by Cam Newton, one of 3 Heisman Trophy winners from this school, along with Bo Jackson as the other really common one. And so we look at their football program, may not be Alabama's, but they are definitely a very decorated football program, with Bo Jackson and Cam Newton both having being outstanding athletes, and football is a very big point of pride for Auburn. And of course, Auburn plays Alabama yearly in the Iron Bowl, and Alabama has one that is on the winning side of that series, because Alabama is definitely the better football program over the years. But Auburn does have those years where they are outstanding. 04 was another year where they had a very, very good team and really could have been a national championship team. Of course, that going back to the BCS where there is much controversy. All right. They also won one national championship in women's outdoor track and field. That was recently in 2012. So they are a good enough team. They do have 19 national championships. Now I'm going to go to our final story of the day, and this is about the University of Alabama Huntsville Chargers. I'm not talking about their D2 teams because that's what they are in all sports, but I'm talking about their 1D1 club, which is ice hockey. They are the only Division I hockey team in the South. They began as a club team in the year 1979, but since then they have continued to escalate up the college hockey totem pole. They were national club champions in 83 and 85. Then they became, the next year, in 86, a full Division II member. Hockey basically, Division II has come in and out of sponsoring it, so hockey had no Division II for a little bit there, so Alabama Huntsville, they moved to the Division I. They then, after going up and down, they dropped back to Division II. They were independents for a while, and it's been a roller coaster. They won their first national championship in any sport in 1996. They were undefeated. Then they went back to Division I in 98 and 99, and they've had some trouble since, but they have been fighting, and they made the tournament in 07 and 2010. They have been an absolutely inspirational story. Fans have really kept this team alive. They were fighting to stay in the D1 because they had no conference. They've been playing as an independent, but they will join the West Coast Hockey Association next season. And I should note that these conferences in college hockey are a little bit out of whack because they were created a very long time ago, so they have weird divisions. It's kind of like how hockey's third league, their version of single A, or excuse me, more like double A. It's their third league is the Eastern Coast Hockey League. Although they have many teams on the West Coast, it's not a division, a regional thing. Excuse me. And they also have made the NCAA tournament in 2007 and 2010. Just a great story in Alabama Huntsville. All right, I should remind you of all the social networking availability with national sports and me, myself, Carl Mogline. You can follow me personally at Twitter at Carl_PM. You can also find national sports on Facebook, and that is just search it, and Twitter and national sports one. The other ways to find and 50 State Sports Update. I'm looking to create a Facebook page for that. As when I get that up, please do look for that, and I will talk about that when I do get it up. I will be talking about Alaska next time, and please, if you have any questions, just write them on the National Sports wall or send me a tweet about it. Please follow me at Twitter at Carl_PM, and like National Sports on Spreaker. This has been the first episode of 50 States Sports Update, Alabama edition. I'm Carl Mogline. Please tune in next time.